Hi friends, good evening all of you. This is Baji sir. My dear students, today we are going to learn about CV or resume. CV means curriculum vitae or curriculum vitae resume. So here nowadays, according to the estimates of government, so many young people are there who finished their graduate and PG postgraduate education. Now here according to the estimates, 55% of the students means people below 25 years of age, and here 65% of the people in India are below 35 years of age. That's why here in India so much manpower is there. So here Indian government is trying its level best to bring to generate so many jobs for the people of India. According to the estimates, 2020, the average of Indian people is 29 years of age. That's why here it is the responsibility, it is the aim of the students who completed their education to get jobs in industries, educational institutions. So to get a job, first of all here the students should apply for a job in the form of curriculum vitae or resume. Now, my dear students, in this class, we are going to learn how to prepare curriculum vitae. So here, before you prepare curriculum vitae, you have to take into your consideration how to prepare it in an effective manner. And here, some principles you have to follow. So whatever the curriculum vitae you applied, that should be related to the job. That means the information you are going to furnish in the curriculum vitae should be related to that job. So here second point, update information of the curriculum vitae you should give. And the third one, here from time to time whenever you are applying for a job, new curriculum vitae you have to prepare. And curriculum vitae, and fourth one, curriculum vitae is the thing which gives base for the employers of the organization to have an opinion about you. The attitude of you, the strengths of you will be known to them by your application form. So here previous application form we should not use for applying for the new job. Update information should be given. So basing on that, fifth one, last and final one, which job you are applying. So update information, skills you have to improve. Whatever the skills you improved, those skills we have to mention, and work experience also, so that you will be treated as a required candidate for the organization to develop their organization along with your growth. So we have to prepare curriculum vitae in an effective manner. So now we are going to discuss what are the parts of curriculum vitae. Now, curriculum vitae, here in Latin, a course of the life. This is the meaning of curriculum vitae in Latin language. In French language, a brief information, a summary of a person, a summary of a person according to French language. So a course of a life, that is the meaning of curriculum vitae in a Latin language. Now here, what are the different parts of curriculum vitae? In application, while you are writing exam here for a job, when you are applying for a job, you have to prepare a curriculum vitae what are the different parts of curriculum vitae. Now here, first of all, you have to write heading. Heading consists of so many things. Name of a person, address of a person, address means here door number, street name, and here the district you belong to. Next one, phone number or cell number. Cell number. Next one, email address. Email also you have to mention. So heading consists of all these things: name of the person, address of a person, door number, street, district, street's name, district, cell number, and email. Now, second one, objective. Objective means for which job you are applying. Name of the job you have to mention. Name of the job or position in an organization. In an organization you have to mention. Next, third point, educational qualification. Educational qualification. So my dear students, educational qualifications, while you are writing, you have to see it in a reverse order. You have to write reverse chronicle order. That means the recent education you have finished, that one you have to write first. For example, you completed recently MA or MSc or BTech, what it may be, the recent completed education first you have to write. This is a post graduation, this is a technical course. Now second one, you have to write degree. What is the degree you finished? BSc, BA or BCom or BBA, something, whatever the degree course you finished. Next one, reverse chronological order, intermediate, whatever you finished, MPC, BPC or any other course. Now last one is SSC. Here means 10th class information where you finished, you have to mention. While you are writing this educational qualification, you have to mention the name of university where you finished your education or a college and the year and the percentage of marks you achieved. All these things you have to mention for all those things. Intermediate means senior secondary education. Here both of intermediate education, here senior secondary education you have to mention. So after educational qualification, you have to write work experience. My dear students, here work experience you have to write where you worked. So you have to mention. If you see there, my dear students, here work experience. Work experience means here, for example, you have 3 or 4 years of experience already. You have to mention the name of the year. Next one, and the organization you worked. Name of the organization. And the Position. Position means what is the job you did. That one also you have to mention. Next one. Strength of the person. Strength. Strength means what are your qualities? What is your attitude? Because of your attitude means behavior, qualities, how the company is going to get a benefit, whatever the benefits you are going to give to the company, how much profit the company is going to get depends upon your positive qualities. Those are called strength. Strength means you can mention so many things. For example, you have coordination, quality of coordination. That means you can make all the people together to help each other, and you can lead them in a proper manner. That means you should be a leader of one sports and games. Next one, manage your skills. You should be in the position to manage each and everything in a proper manner. For example, drama or any excursion was taken place, at that time you became the, at that time you were the leader of the people, and you divide the pupils means students into different parts, and you manage them in a proper manner to get the work fulfilled given to them. That means you saw that every group of the students did their work properly. So you have managerial skills and communication skills. You can talk to them in a smooth manner. Soft skills you can have. That means you can understand the different mentalities of the people and how to coordinate all the works of the people for the achievement of the company. So those are the qualities. Communication skills and a problem solver. For example, if you are the leader of one team, so in that team, for example, cricket team or coco team or some other team, volleyball, you are the leader, you are the captain. At that time here, the people, whatever the problems they have, you fulfilled, you solved the problems of all the people by taking here lead. So you have problem solving skills, managerial skills, communication skills, and you are ready to travel for a long distance. When you are working in the organization, there will be a chance for you. There is a need for you to travel for a long distances. At that time, you are ready. So, such type of skills you should have. So, communication skills, managerial skills, and here communication skills, managerial skills, problem solving skills, problem solving skills, communication skills, managerial skills, problem solving skills, speak in English fluently. So here English is the international language. Wherever you go, whatever the state it might be, you should be in the position to communicate with all the people properly. So speaking in English fluently also, that is also one of the assets for the students. Now, and the sixth one is additional information. Additional information. Additional information means apart from all the things we mentioned here, educational qualification, work experience, and the strength, and the remaining things, what are the things which will help the company to get profit and what is that here, profits and benefits by you. Information. First of all, you have to write languages known. Languages known by you. So languages you have to mention. Next one, hobbies. What are the hobbies which will help them? English, Hindi, or one local language. Local language. And hobbies. Hobbies means particularly reading books, doing exercises, and listening to music. Listening to music. My dear students, these are the hobbies which will help you to get strength. For example, reading books, you will develop your mental strength, means knowledge, wisdom you will get. Doing exercises, you will get health. Health leads to wealth. Without health, we can't do anything, because there is a proverb: a sound mind is in a sound body. By doing exercises, you can get. So going to gym every day, that one also you can write. And listening to music, you should have aesthetic sense also. By having all these things, you will make a perfect person, so that you will be useful for the company, for its development. Next, and another one we can give. Here your father's name you can write. Your father name also you can